Good morning, it's me, Mr. Paudel. Today I'm going to present about project monitoring and controlling on behalf of my project management subject. First of all, a contents that includes monitoring and controlling a project, some examples, and the definition of monitoring and controlling, and the characteristics proposed, and what should be monitored and controlled in a certain projects. So, what are to be monitored and controlled is included here in the next slide. So projecting and work to be done that should be monitored and controlled. And the monitoring means collecting and measuring performance information and accessing the results. And corrective or preventive action to be done is controlling. So the monitoring and controlling is done by project manager and project management team. So what they control means scope, schedule, cost, quality. So they have to monitor and control those things in a particular projects. So some document that are used in monitoring and controlling a project is project management plan. So the observation of the activities and the checking of the progress of the project is known as monitoring of the project. It needs to access all the information, and it also needs to check the feedback and analyze the requirements that helps in decision making. And project control is the data collection process to predict and making a schedule and estimate of the time and cost of the project. That covers all stages of the project from estimation of the budget to the risk analysis. So there are some sectors in project control. Those are project strategy that helps in making plan, scheduling, budget analysis, cost estimation, risk management, and on value analysis, and the controlling of the documentation. There are some examples that defines monitoring and controlling of project. So the first one is about monitoring of the budget, where the budget is spent, in what sector. So it helps in monitoring of those things. And the second example is about scheduling a budget. So in which month, how much money we have to give for contractors or project management team. So that helps in scheduling a budget and certain time interval. And the third one is about the quality assurance and the financial control and also the risk management analysis. So the first one is monitoring of budgets. So here you can have a look: publicity, annual budget 1200, staff training, recruitment, salaries and benefits, travel and subsistence, fuel, vehicle insurance, training materials, food and accommodation, consultants fees. So these are the sectors that budget has been allocated. So here variance percentage and the utilization percentage has been calculated. That helps us in estimation of the budget, helps in decision making, which make us easier, and also helps in making our project successful. So this is monitoring of budget of certain projects. And the second one is financial control. This is about Bitco software project. Here you can have a look. There are some budgeted, planned, forecast, committed, actual, and variance that has been calculated here. It's all about the budget, total cost. Here also variance is calculated. And bottom here you can have a look there: October 2009, November 2009, December 2009. That means on the regular monthly basis they have to give certain amount of money to contractors or project management team. That means it helps in scheduling up budget. And the next one is risk management and quality assurance. This is also the monitoring of a project of like resource consumption on weekly basis. So from week 3 to week 10, though it is in an upward trend, it's slightly increased from week 3 to week 10, and after week 10 it's highly surges. So that means it helps us in monitoring of our resource consumption in certain projects, which helps us in making decision, and we can analyze how much resource has been used in certain interval of time. And the next is purpose. The main objectives of monitoring and controlling is it helps in planning of a project, helps in estimation like budget estimation, cost estimation, or time estimation. We have to estimate lots of things in a certain project before commencing the project. So monitoring and controlling helps in project works that needs to be done before or after, and helps in risk management, determine the requirements are feasible or not, and identify the problems and their solutions. The characteristics of monitoring and controlling is project managers can access the data, make decisions through the monitoring, and helps in timeline and budget estimation. Each step is captured, recorded, so the corrective actions can be taken. And the next is monitoring and controlling includes those sector, those works like reporting of the status and conducting a project review with stakeholders, and control schedule variances, controlling scope and change request, controlling budget, tracking and mitigating risks. These are the sectors, these are the works that will be done under monitoring and controlling. So who to control? We have to control clients, consultants, contractors. That they must play their roles for making project successful. So how we can control them? We can control them by analyzing of report, progress report, conducting our site meetings, checking and monitoring progress, time, cost, and quality, organizing technical meetings, and having a regular site visits by the client, director of the consultant firms. Can control clients, consultant contracts by this way. And the conclusion is results of monitoring and controlling helps in making project successful, give planning for future analysis, and define the processes of these process groups, and deal all feedbacks and risk management, and ensure the budget and the timeline that helps us to make a project successful. So this process groups is very important in a project that helps us making project successful. So monitoring and controlling plays a vital role in project monitoring, like in a project succession. Thank you. See you next time.